An example of a kickball field is like this. You have a home plate where the batter is, and first base, second base, and third base. And there's a pitcher's mound. And out here is where you have the outfield, and over here is where you have all the batters. And how you play kickball: first, if you are out on the field and you're the pitcher, you roll the ball to the kicker. And the kicker kicks the ball. And once you kick the ball, you run to first base. And like I said, after you kick the ball, you run to first base just like that. And the goal for the outfield is to get 3 outs, and the goal for the offense or the batters is to get lots of runs. Ways you can get outs is you can throw the ball to the base before the runner. And if you throw it and catch it before the runner, just like in this picture, and you catch it, then the runner is out. But if you miss the ball, then the runner is safe and they can keep on running the bases. Another way you can get an out is catching the ball from the kick. And you don't want the ball to hit the ground, or else they will be safe and they can keep running.
Taking a look at some of the rules of kickball, there are 3 outs per team. You cannot throw the ball at someone and hit them to get them out. You have to get the ball to the base, just like baseball rules, before the student gets there to get them out, or catch the ball in the air. You may not steal or lead off the base. You have to touch every base. If a ball is caught in the air, you have to go back to your base. If you run, they could tag you and get you out. Take a look at how I want you lining up. You stay on the sidewalk at all times in your order. Your order does not change. However, if you've already batted, you start with the next person that's in line to bat. You see we're lined up with a pitcher with the ball. There's home plate. You see the first baseman. He is off the base, not standing on it, but beside. We see second base there in the back. Third base beside lane. Now let's look at bunting and the ball going out of bounds. The pitcher must roll the ball to the person at bat. You may bunt, but if it goes out of bounds, that counts as a foul. You have to go back and try again. You can get out by striking out this year. If you end up with 4 fouls, that's going to count as a strikeout. He is safe. He made it to the base before the ball did. All right, strikes. 3 strikes, you are out. If you miss the ball 3 times or you foul twice and then strike at it, you are out. It happens a lot, and it's okay. It's not a big deal. That was a strike. Oh, then it went out of bounds, so there's 2 strikes. If he misses the ball this time, he is out. Please get the ball to the pitcher as fast as you can and get out of the pitcher's way so the game may resume. All right, he kept it in play. Now, they missed the ball because too many people were trying to catch it at the same time. If you catch a ball and it was a foul ball, that still counts as an out. So let's take a look at this situation. That is clearly out of bounds, but this student did a great job of catching it. Now, the base runner ran. He did not know that the ball was caught. They got that ball to the base before he went back, so that was 2 outs in a row. And you'll see there's another situation here. That runner did not run. He's like, did he run? He made it back in time. They got 2 outs in a row right then. After 3 outs, it's time for your team to bat. You have to go back in the same kick and order. It does not mean start over every time. You start where the last person left off. Now, just trying to show you, if you use the top of the toe when you kick it, it will go in the air, and it makes it kind of easy for them to catch. They missed that one, though, so the base runner is safe. Kick the ball out of bounds. No one can get out. Just go back to where you started. You see my base runner running back. was caught, run back to your base in order to be safe. This one made it back to his base, so they only made one out that play. Look at the next scenario. He caught the ball, and once again, Eric knows the rules. He knows that you have to go back in order to be safe. Now, if your team already has 2 outs and you're kicking, run to the next base no matter what. If they catch it, that's 3 outs anyway, so you might as well take the chance on getting there. Now, you can choose whether you want to run more than 1 base at a time. You don't just have to go to 1 base and then stop. Jaden plays baseball, so he was trying to see if he could make it to third before they tagged him. He went back. He is safe. Now, another good way to stop the play is get the ball to the pitcher. They can't run if the pitcher has the ball. The ball is caught. Now, if they get the ball to third base, Jaden did not have to run. If you do not have to run, it is not a force. If they get the ball to the bag before you get there, it doesn't matter. They cannot get you out if you do not have to run. They have to tag you if you do not have to run. Now, if you are the pitcher, please try to do a good job of rolling the ball on the ground with not a lot of bounce. The bounce makes the ball go in the air. All right, good job, Gary, on getting back to the base. If you step off the base and they tag you, though, you will be out. You have to touch that base. If someone is on the base behind you, you have to run. This student did not run. That was a good choice by that base runner. But if there are 2 people on the base and they tag one of you, you did not run to your base, you are out. Now, in this case, he got the ball back to the bag before the base runner did, so that was 3 outs. All right, new rule, you must tag a runner if they do not have to run to get them out. You can get the ball to the base and beat the runner if it is a forced run to get them out. If it's not a forced run, once again, you have to tag them. That was a good choice. He realized they could not tag him before he got there. Please get out of the base runner's way. Just put your foot on the base and step off. Give them room to touch it without you interfering. Now, you have to stay on that base. You cannot step off. If you step off and they tag you, you are out. One thing we're about to see is we're about to have a base runner that is going to forget to run. If someone is behind you, you have to run to the next bag. Now, if you take a look, we got 2 people on first base. Then he realizes he has to run, and the ball beat him to the base, so he is out. Another good choice by the base runner. He realized he could beat them to the base. Now, if he's off the base, that's what I was telling him, get back on the base, and you tag him, he is out. Now, see, this base runner did not have to run to third. He realized he would have gotten out if he would have ran. It was not a forced run. There was no one behind him. But now, There is someone behind him. Do not try to push them off the bag to get them out. That will not count. All right, let's watch one last play. If you don't like the roll, you can get it back to the pitcher. Call for the ball. I love how only one student went after it. Now, 2 people